Nobody was coming. It was too chilly, too early. Undergrads had decamped for winter break, and to them, People's Park meant nothing but a chronic shortage of dorm beds and an inconvenient detour walking home from the library at night. The construction foreman unlocked the fence gate and spread it wide. The first bulldozer rolled over the sidewalk and lumbered toward the western side of the park, lowering its blade as it advanced on the free speech stage. Mist clung to the lawns. Over the growl of the diesel engine rose a wet, mealy crunch, steel teeth chewing plywood and paint. Depending on whom you asked, it was either a dagger through the heart of a dream or a stake driven into a corpse. Don't count the people out just yet. By late the next morning, the crowd behind the sawhorses had swelled to over 100. Demolition noise still outpowered the chants, but not by much. You see police, we see fascists. The People 2.0 were environmental activists, housing activists, transit activists, vegans, freegans, black bloc types in Guy Fawkes masks. Plus the one-offs, a trance-dancing nudist with nipples erect in the cold, an emaciated man with a skull-like face who let out a blood-curdling shriek whenever the tree trimmers lopped off a branch. At the other end of the site was a smaller counter-protest, 15 strong. They'd driven in from Alamo and Santa Clara, bringing American flags, coolers, a charcoal grill. Na 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 na, they sang. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, goodbye. Smack between them, the media. Under the operations tent, a UC police lieutenant named Florence Sibley was keyed up and pacing. This was her show, an unwelcome chance at stardom. For every professional reporter or cameraman on hand, she assumed 3 amateurs were live streaming. So far, so good. Minimal resistance from the parkies, no violence from the protesters. The mood was taut, but not incendiary. How long could she keep it that way? She had Alameda County sheriffs on standby if things got out of hand, but her superiors had made it clear that asking for help would constitute an embarrassment for the department. Put on your big boy pants. Sibley looked at the protesters. The nudist twirled in ecstatic circles. Purple body paint on her back spelled out LOVE. In the counter-protester camp, lots of taunts and burger chomping. One man had stripped off his shirt and was slapping his bare belly. Who said the two sides couldn't find common ground? One of Sibley's sergeants, Brody Ford, jogged up. You need to come see something. What something? Ford didn't reply. Sibley thought, not part of the plan. The foreman was a man in his mid-50s named Nestor Areola. He wore a hard hat, a reflective vest, and a black polo shirt emblazoned with the construction firm logo of a derrick. He'd been up since 6 a.m., just like every morning of his working life since age 15. He met Sibley and Ford at the Southwest pedestrian gate, handed them each a hard hat and a reflective vest, and led them to the vicinity of the former free speech stage, now a hexagonal pit. Debris had been cleared, and the excavator operator had begun peeling back Mother Earth in layers. The driver was a young white guy with sunken cheeks and a tall brow wearing his hat crookedly, like a mushroom cap. It sort of caught the sun, you know, he said. He glanced apprehensively at his boss as if to apologize for being observant. Got my attention. It was an eyeball. Nestled in a mound of rich, dark soil about 10 feet from the pit's edge, it stood out like a boil. Sibley said, You did right. Nestor Areola told the driver, Go take 10, and the guy hustled off. Areola turned to Sibley. Looks fake to me. He was probably right. The stage had stood on that spot for decades. No way an eyeball wouldn't decompose, but probably wasn't for sure. Sibley scooted down into the pit and walked over, stooping to examine the eyeball. It was cartoonishly large, with a bright blue iris. She had never married or had kids, but she did have nephews. She'd bought them tons of gifts over the years before they hit adolescence and morphed into, her sister's words, uber assholes. Point being, Sibley knew a doll eye when she saw one. She flashed a thumbs up at Areola. Fake. He turned to fetch mushroom. It was then that Florence Sibley made the first of 2 consequential decisions. She said,